friendo, Steve here.
And Larson, welcome to Going In Raw Countout, the only top 10 countdown type show right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. And also available wherever fine podcasts are found, including
Castbox.
Got a great partnership with Castbox.
Yes.
Please do check it out. It's a great free way to support the show.
Yes.
We're also on Patreon.
Yeah.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yep.
Friendomarket.com.
Oh, man, look at this. So we've got
our
this
own new merch store.
Friendomarket.com.
Postcards, stickers, T-shirt. Great value. Tomorrow, Extreme Rules Sunday.
Yep.
$5 off the Slayest package.
So
$25
usually 30
instead of 30.
25.
Exactly.
And if you order it during the 4-hour pay-per-view, I will read the name of the person who ordered it because I get the notifications on my phone. I'll say Thanos Smith bought a shirt.
Thank you, Thanos Smith.
We'll say that, and then we'll continue on watching the live stream.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyways, so speaking of Extreme Rules, it is the last pay-per-view prior to SummerSlam, the Summer's WrestleMania, basically. And that's a huge pay-per-view. After Extreme Rules, we expect the build to begin to SummerSlam. The map should be sort of falling into place.
Yes.
Literally the Monday after Extreme Rules, we should get some indication as to what's going on. Apparently, I don't know if we're going to talk about this yesterday on Dirt Sheet or not, but or on the news show. But Vince McMahon wanted no mention of Lesnar.
I saw that.
In the build to Extreme Rules.
Because he wanted to focus on Extreme Rules.
Apparently, the idea is if we weren't going to give Lesnar, if we weren't going to give the people Lesnar, we're not going to talk about Lesnar, even though he is top champion on Raw. But that's also apparently why the Roman Reigns Bobby Lashley match wasn't officially made to be a number one contendership match, but that would seem to be the case.
Yeah.
So we'll see who comes out on top there. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns.
I think it's going to be Bob Lashley.
Bob Lashley. But we're going to talk about the 10 matches that we want to see at SummerSlam. Some of these looks like it's probably going to happen. Some of them, who knows? We'll kick it off with number 10. This is definitely a who knows. Brock Lesnar versus literally anyone, anybody. It just he needs to fight. He needs to show up.
Even if he retains that Universal title, he needs to show up and fight somebody.
Look at that title right there. I always forget what it looks like now, and then I have to look at a picture.
No, I'll always remember because we were there when it was unveiled and the crowd just crapped all over it.
Yeah, man.
So I'll never forget what that belt looks
Ugly
like.
belt.
Well, it's not the best.
I'm very glad they took that match over and basically ruined that match, all because they didn't like a belt that's, not that great looking, but it's really not that bad of a belt.
No, it's not that bad of a belt at all.
A lot of red, though.
Yeah, but it's the red show. Raw is the red show.
True.
So
that's true. Anyways, yeah.
Unified thematically.
It's either going to be Brock versus Bobby or Brock versus Roman.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But you can't discount the possibility of Brock versus Seth either.
True.
So if Seth ends up losing this match at Extreme Rules, he's not Intercontinental Champion. What is there for him to really do?
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah.
They could go the route of Brock versus not literally anybody, but literally everybody, where they have Brock versus Reigns versus Bob Lashley versus Seth Rollins. They could do a four-way thing, kind of like they did last year. Mm-hmm. And then you got the idea that Braun may cash in after that match because it's probably going to be violent, and there's going to be announce tables strewn all over the place. So that could be fun.
They should just go ahead and do, man. The one name that Paul Heyman didn't mention in his little manifesto, the one name that there's already a built-in storyline with his next world title win, the name that we have on here fighting The Undertaker later on, spoiler alert, John Cena. Mm-hmm. It's a huge marquee matchup, Brock versus John Cena. And it would sort of, granted, and number one, so Brock has to be at SummerSlam. Brock doesn't necessarily have to lose the title at SummerSlam.
No, I think he has to defend it at SummerSlam and then probably not show up again until WrestleMania.
It's probably going to happen. That's what I would bet if I had to bet. I wouldn't put a lot of money on that, but that's what I would bet on. So Cena's totally fine doing the job these days. So for him to come in with that story of this is my seventh, that this is going to be the tiebreaker between me and Ric Flair. And then lose to Brock Lesnar, because if anything is going to give doubt in people's minds that Brock is going to keep this thing, it would be John Cena. It's like, oh, John Cena's showing up. This is going to be number 17. He's going to be the one to take it off of Brock.
He's Mr. WWE essentially. If Brock doesn't care about the company, is looking to carry the Universal title into his third phase of his UFC career, John Cena, Mr. WWE, is the guy to stop him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, but then they do a big swerve. Brock goes over, and that's how they do it. It'll probably be Roman. Never bet against Brock and Roman fighting. Never. When Brock Lesnar shows up, never bet against it being Roman Reigns that he fights.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's just how they are right now.
It'll be the third time.
Don't do that.
Third time this year. We've seen that match. And the first 2 matches weren't that great.
No, they weren't.
No.
Moving on, number 9. Undertaker versus John Cena.
A rematch from this year's WrestleMania.
Of sorts.
Yeah, it was a squash match.
Yeah.
Undertaker destroyed John Cena.
Now, I had left to grab some technical stuff that we needed for the stream. I still never went back to watch that. Was that an official match?
Yeah.
A ref came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
A pinfall was counted.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about 5 minutes. John Cena was utterly decimated by The Undertaker. So if Cena shows up at SummerSlam, which is no guarantee, he's got all sorts of movie commitments these days.
Oh, yeah.
It would at least give him a chance to have a competitive match against Undertaker. I don't foresee him winning, however. Unless Cena picks up the win here at SummerSlam, they have the rubber match at Mania. It's Undertaker send-off at WrestleMania 35.
Yes.
I guess that's entirely possible.
Yeah. I didn't look into it, and it was probably just Rock doing, his publicity fan service thing.
He said something like he can't wait to get back in the WWE ring, right?
Let's make this a triple threat at SummerSlam.
There you go.
Taker, Cena, Rock. Rock doesn't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah, it's true.
But Cena, he's also on the movie thing right now, so I'm sure the movie studios aren't thrilled with him wrestling either. So who knows? Then again, it's against The Undertaker.
But also, I'll say this, The Rock still does predominantly action movies,
sure,
which requires him to a certain degree, I would think, to do some of it, at least his basic minor stunts.
Yeah, just like running and stuff.
Yeah.
Jumping.
Whereas Cena hasn't really done so much of the action movie thing.
He's a comedy guy.
Well, I mean, predominantly.
Yeah.
But, he was in that one Doug Liman movie.
Bumblebee.
No, the war movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where I think there might have been some stunt work involved. But I don't know in Bumblebee there's any... I actually didn't even know what his role is. Bumblebee. His voice is in the trailer.
Sort of soldier guy.
Yeah, but he was not featured.
No, there was one shot
in the trailer.
of him. But that voice was his, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It sounded like him, right?
Yeah, it sounded a lot like John Cena.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know if that'd be as huge of a concern for insurance companies, movie studios, if he's slated next to do something that doesn't require him to do a lot of stunt work.
Yeah.
If he somehow hurts himself, like, I don't know,
getting tombstone like Aiden English did.
Yeah, like if he tears his rotator cuff in his shoulder, it wouldn't be convenient. But depending on the type of role, it might not preclude him from continuing shooting.
Yeah, Rock has to scale skyscrapers and fight giant gorillas and lizards.
I mean, when he got hurt in his match against Cena, his next movie he had slated to shoot was a Hercules movie.
Yeah,
that's all stunt work.
He's got that Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah,
there's probably a lot of stunts in that too.
Yeah, fight scenes and such.
Yeah. So, anyways, Taker versus Cena. To be honest with you, I would just prefer. We suggest this for WrestleMania. Get out a couch on the stage, off to the side, mic them up, have them do some couch commentary.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
Michael Cole will throw to. Let's hear what John Cena, Undertaker have to say about what's going on. What a great match that was.
Mark, this has been fantastic.
I'm having a real good time here, John.
Happy to hear that, Mark.
Would you like me to? You want a beer? One of those giant ones?
No, I can only ingest 8 ounces.
How about a beer helmet?
I can only ingest 8 ounces of beer per day.
Oh, come on, man. This is SummerSlam.
1 ounce of hard alcohol.
This is the Great American Bash.
And 6 ounces of wine.
Oh, you love it. Moving on, number 8.
8.
Asuka versus Charlotte 2.
Yeah, a rematch from their really good match at WrestleMania that saw Asuka's undefeated streak come to an end.
Yep.
If Asuka beats Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules, which I expect to happen.
Me too.
She's going to need a high-profile opponent for SummerSlam.
Yep.
Charlotte should be returning soon from surgery. Makes all the sense in the world for them to have a rematch. Asuka gets her win back from Charlotte. Just makes sense.
Yeah, let me ask you something, though. And I know this is probably going further out than WWE you're even thinking about right now, but this has to be on the mind of somebody. You got Asuka as SmackDown Women's Champion. chances are Ronda Rousey's going to pick up that title at SummerSlam. We're going to talk about that match a little bit. Ronda Rousey's probably going to be Raw Women's Champion walking out of SummerSlam. Asuka still champion. Ronda Rousey. Next big 4 pay-per-view is
Survivor Series, yeah.
Champion versus champion.
Although you never know if they're going to do
Horsemen
Horsewomen
could
versus
do that.
Horsewomen at
They could
Survivor
do that,
Series, because
yeah.
that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Number 7.
7.
Drew versus Dolph for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, that'd be fast tracking this feud real quick.
Yeah, it would be. But I don't know. I'm fine with just, usher it along, move it along, I mean,
we just really want to get that belt on Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, we do. I know.
Because he's
really
awesome.
He's great.
He and Seth put on a fantastic match to close out Raw this past week. He's been doing great promo work. He's got it all.
Yeah, man.
He does. He's the total package.
And evidently, everybody in WWE, Vince and Triple H and Stephanie, I guess, they all really like him and they all want really, really big things for him. As do we. We're on the same page. And, I want to see that IC title on Drew. I want to see it now.
We want to see him be the guy sooner rather than later.
Yeah. How great would it be if they just, they rang the bell, Dolph goes running at Drew, Claymore, pin. That'd be great.
Squash match.
It
would be so great for Dolph, but because Dolph's been doing really good work ever since he showed
Dolph
up
is
on
a
Raw.
cockroach, man. He'll be fine. He'll just be there. And then we'll hear in 2 years, he's not happy with his contract. He's not happy with
we'll hear that
how they're
annually,
doing
every year.
Right.
Because that's what happens.
And then he'll re-sign.
It seems like his contract is set to expire every 6 months. Doesn't that seem that way? We hear something like, oh, Dolph's contract expires in 2 months.
Right, yeah.
And then he just sticks around.
Yeah, he's just there. It's akin to us always hearing Rusev is unhappy.
He's asking for his release, yeah.
Rusev's asking for his release again. He's got a title match coming up in a couple days, but he's asking for his release again. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Number 6. Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, this is probably going to happen.
This is probably going to happen, man.
And if it does happen, I would be shocked if Ronda Rousey does not pick up that title.
This is going to be, this is what they're sort of counting on to, we've said this before, you've said this before. If Brock doesn't drop that Universal Championship, and I kind of feel like he's not anytime soon, he'll have it during his UFC run, I feel.
He might actually bring it to the octagon with him.
Which would be smart business for everybody involved. They're going to need another crossover mainstream personality holding a prominent title. Given the WWE, and I know there was a Saudi Arabia thing, but given that the WWE, especially with Ronda being included as one of the pre-order bonuses for 2K19, she's a high-profile personality, and they want to boost the women's division. What better way to do it than having Ronda Rousey as sort of their Brock Lesnar-esque personality? I haven't really heard much about her popping ratings or if she has been of a draw to this point.
But we had heard that she was a major factor in USA wanting to bring back Raw at a significantly higher price tag. Yeah. So I mean, it seems like that at least in that sense, she's paying dividends.
Yeah. So no, I think she'd be terrific as sort of a face of the company. I think that she needs to get a lot more reps on the mic. But what we've seen so far, in terms of being able to hang in ring, sort of in matches that are tailored towards her strengths, they've been really good.
They have
at booking these matches that are tailored towards her strengths and hide any potential weaknesses there. Number 5. Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor. Now, Braun Strowman seems to be sort of their perpetual plan B for the Roman Reigns thing. However, in the meantime, he's been doing a lot of really fun stuff. Yeah. Without the pressure of being Universal Champion or in the Universal Champion hunt, all that kind of stuff where they seem to freeze up creatively. He's in the middle of a good thing right now with Kevin Owens. It's been a lot of fun.
Which could very well continue to SummerSlam
It could.
too.
No, it totally could. I mean, who knows what Kevin Owens on this list? Who knows what he's going to do? So that could continue. I would personally much rather see Finn Balor, the small guy, and they're playing up the small guy aspect of things right now in his feud with Baron Corbin, which I don't want to see continue to SummerSlam. And you've got giant Braun Strowman. They've teamed together. Braun has called him his friend, and then they like faced off against each other in a tag team match.
And there was one instance where Finn seemed to be on the verge of victory until Kevin Owens interfered.
Yeah, that's right. So I think this would be a fantastic feud. The only problem is Braun would have to win.
Yeah.
He'd have to win.
Yeah.
And I really want to see Finn in a high-profile winning situation, but you can't get everything you want. I think this could be wildly entertaining to see Finn Balor, one of the most creative wrestlers around, match up against the monster, Braun Strowman.
Correct.
That could be a lot of fun.
Agreed. That's what I was going to say.
Number 4.
4.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade Almas.
For the U.S. title, because Nakamura is probably going to pick up that belt at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, so this is probably like least likely to happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to do a heel versus heel program at SummerSlam. However,
it would be great.
It would be great. Almas
man.
just put on a great match with Sin Cara.
Yeah.
We actually watched Nakamura versus La Sombra from New Japan.
Yeah.
They had a feud. Almas, as La Sombra, of course, is a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Had a feud with Nakamura. These guys have history. They can play off it. They can put on a fantastic match.
The great thing is the match that we saw was really nothing they couldn't do in WWE.
I know. Well, it was just like a highlight reel we saw of the match. We didn't see
right. Yeah, we saw, but it was like a 5-minute long highlight reel.
Yeah.
And I would think that if there was any like super crazy stuff, like they would have tossed it in there.
Included it, yeah.
It all just seemed like, a really, really good WWE match, you know? So, no, I think I would love this. I would love this. Keep them both in their heel personas.
Yeah.
Let the fans decide where they want this to go.
Yeah. See who could out-heel the other.
Yeah. This would be. Why don't they have more heel versus heel stuff? If you think about it realistically, it would make all the sense in the world.
I know.
Why wouldn't a heel on a heel?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, especially if a title's involved.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. Who does he care who has a title? Oh, you're a bad guy? Okay, cool. I'm going to out-bad guy you.
I know.
Man, let's get that.
I don't even know why, unless they're in a faction, why heels would in any way align with each other.
Yeah, right.
If you're in a faction, that makes sense. But if there's like a situation where there's a bunch of faces out there and like heels just align to take on the faces, doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Doesn't actually make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, one of the defining characteristics of a heel should be that they're out for themselves.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. They should be, unless they're ordered to do something, they should be like, what do I care what you're doing?
Yeah.
This isn't my
Oh, you have a
battle.
belt? I want that. Let's fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're good or bad.
Yeah.
You're going to cheat? I'll cheat more. Number 3.
3.
Sasha Banks versus Bayley. I would assume this has to happen,
Yeah,
right?
I would assume it would happen too. Of course, Sasha and Bayley had a fantastic match.
Woo!
NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1.
Maybe the best women's division match
In WWE.
In WWE. Yeah.
And one of the best NXT matches ever.
Yeah, for sure.
The storytelling in the match was magnificent.
Oh, it was amazing. I do kind of wonder if maybe I'm putting too much. Maybe I'm maybe I'm giving Vince too much credit. But maybe they're holding off on them. Maybe they didn't do this at Extreme Rules so that they could go back to the place they had that match.
Oh, it seems obvious that's why they wouldn't do it. Yeah.
You would. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I would think that it's obvious, but I wonder if you went to Vince McMahon and said, "Hey, where did that Sasha Bayley match take place that killed it?" I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Austin, Texas.
That's why Triple H is probably like, hey, let's hold off on this until
That could
Brooklyn.
be. Like, yeah, what do I care?
Yeah.
Already 11 matches on the card. Fine, put them in the pre-show. No, Dad, let's just stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, this could be a show stealer if they really decided.
The problem is they probably won't let them do all the things they did in their TakeOver match.
Probably not, and they'll probably give them 7 minutes, and we'll sit there all disappointed. We'll be like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great." And then nah.
Yeah, no, just mediocre.
It's just like
Because the
chin
booking's
lock
not
after
creative.
chin
I
lock,
know.
arm
I know.
bar. Yeah, but
We'll be hopeful for now.
yeah, we'll be positive.
Because we've seen what Sasha and Bayley can do in the ring, and it's magnificent.
Exactly. Yeah. Number 2.
2.
AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. This could be fantastic.
Yes.
This could be. Look, here's the thing about Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe doesn't care if he's in WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor. He'll have great matches wherever. It doesn't matter where
Exactly.
he's at. And so him versus AJ Styles, ooh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, it will be good.
And that might actually happen.
I think it
there's a
will.
high
I mean,
likelihood.
I think they announced or advertised, the venue for Hell in a Cell. That it's going to be AJ and Joe for the title.
Wow.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the SmackDown coming on Tuesday, one right after Extreme Rules,
Yep.
they have some sort of thing setting this angle up.
Yeah.
Would not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
And the promos Joe is going to drop during this feud,
Great.
magnificent.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Match, be killer, be great.
You know, the crowd will gasp when he says the letters TNA. They'll gasp because he's going to do that. He'll bring up their history.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He'll say, AJ, you and I, when we were
Will he say Unbreakable 2005?
Yes. When John Cena fought John Cena for the X Division title. Number one. Daniel Bryan versus Miz.
Yeah, this is going to happen.
This is going to happen.
They already started planting the seeds. Even, 2 years ago they did on Talking Smack, but most recently on this past week's episode of SmackDown during a Miz TV segment.
Yep.
Miz needling Daniel Bryan and Kane. We'll see how things play out at Extreme Rules with Team Hell No's tag title match against Bludgeon Brothers.
Yep.
We both expect them to lose, meaning Daniel Bryan has an opportunity to take on The Miz at SummerSlam. And if, the report from the Wrestling Standard is correct, could very well be Daniel Bryan's farewell program at WWE. However, he is being advertised for shows beyond September 1st.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they got a plan for him to re-sign.
Yeah.
I really hope he does. So if he doesn't re-sign, chances are this match is going to go to The Miz. Mm-hmm. If he does re-sign, is it a certainty it'd go to Daniel Bryan?
No, I don't think it's a certainty.
Yeah.
I think they're going to continue this feud for a little bit because this is a money-making feud if they do it right.
This is a feud that could be at SummerSlam. Miz goes over, and by WrestleMania they can make it for the title.
Yeah.
I think they should.
Yeah.
Because it's, you mentioned correctly that it goes back to Talking Smack, but obviously, of course, also it goes
all the way back to the NXT days, yeah.
Yeah, the very first NXT.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of stuff to mine with that. I think it'd be fantastic. And, talk about a way to get maximum heel heat on The Miz to have him win against Daniel Bryan.
I know.
Oh, my God, that'd be crazy.
Especially, think about this, and I don't know if they would do this, if WWE was aware of the rumors and reports going around that they're preparing for Daniel Bryan to leave, and that if it seems like he's not going to resign, they'll have The Miz go over at SummerSlam. What if they do that?
Yeah, I know.
Just to play off those expectations people might have. That'd be fascinating.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely amazing. So, that's gonna be a hell of a match. That could be a show stealer right there. Yeah. But that's it. What do you guys want to see? What matches do you want to see?
Yeah, when you see SummerSlam, tell us, please.
Just let us know in the comments.
Yes, please.
Or just say it at the TV screen right now.
Yeah, we won't be able to hear
or
it,
the
but
internet screen.
Yeah. Internet screen.
And shout it at your monitor or phone.
Or mobile device.
Shout it at the YouTube app you're watching this on.
Yeah.
I like internet screen. I can't say that. Well, you judge me for everything.
Well, that's not a thing.
Steve versus Larson at SummerSlam. How about that?
Oh, Larson goes over.
In a 5-minute Iron Man match.
5-minute Iron Man match?
For us, it's an Iron Man match.
Yeah,
right
I know. A 5-minute Iron Man submission match.
Right.
Because I'm not taking 80 bumps.
Right.
You think we could drop some forearms in each other's collarbones?
No, man. Oh, I don't know. If they're
we could do chops.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that either. Forearms, I'm fine with. You're just hitting me right here.
Yeah, no, but the
just take it easy.
No,
just take it easy.
Gotta make it good.
That last match between Suzuki and the tag match at G1 in San Francisco, Suzuki and Ishii were on vacation with those forearms, man. They were barely even touching each other.
See, here's the thing, though. I feel like a chop, there's a wider area to hit, whereas the forearms, you're aiming for here, but if your aim's not true, you're clubbing somebody in the face.
There's a gulf between face and where your target is.
Well, not if you're trying to sell and stuff. Because you're aiming for right here.
Yeah.
But if you're a little north, bang, right in the cheek.
We just have to be careful.
Whereas the chop, you get all this.
Yeah, but chops are weak unless you're really hitting the person. Like, really bad.
But here's the thing.
What?
People aren't going to expect anything of us. They're not like expecting Walter chops from us.
Yeah, well, I know, but that's the thing. So, here we go. Versus Larson.
Maybe we'll book that as the main event of We Book SummerSlam.
Perfect. There you go. Get completely stupid with it. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.